the legitimacy of Donald Trump's win, bearing in mind that a lot of Trump supporters are smarting over the fact that Hillary Clinton, although she lost the election, still won popular vote by 2.3.
Just explain to us why these results are being contested in these three states. And as you say, Jill Stein was never going to win in any of these three states. So what is it she's hoping to achieve?
Well, she says that she simply wants to ensure the integrity of the election process. Now, nobody else has challenged the integrity of the election process in these three states. The Clinton campaign says that it wants to be represented in any recount, but they didn't instigate this. This is all coming from Jill Stein. And Jackie, I have to be completely honest, I mean, it keeps her in the public eye as well. This is at a time when third-party candidates did much better than anyone thought. It remains relevant, although upsetting people along the way.
Jane, thank you. That's Jane Ryan, our correspondent in Washington. You're listening to the newsroom from the BBC World Service in London. Well, there's been much scrutiny recently on the role played by news in possibly influencing the US presidential election. Companies such as Google, Facebook and Twitter have been asked to do more to tackle the issue. One computer specialist, Daniel Zaratsky, has developed a software that helps to detect response false, known as the BS detector. This plugin flags up questionable websites on Facebook and Twitter. Our technology reporter Jane Wakefield told us how the fake news detector works.
It's quite simple, really. It has a list of fake news sites, and it sees whether the content is on that, and if it doesn't flag up the name on it, you get a little red banner which says this website is official.
Now, I gather the technologist who came up with it said it has taken an hour to do. Other websites have suggested that it's very difficult to filter out fake news, haven't they?
Yeah, and I don't think he is saying very minute that this is an exhaustive list and the answer to the problem, but I think it's proof of concept. You know, it's showing that this can be done quite quickly and it can be quite effective. And this is one of the proofs of that. One website thought official thing
Facebook have actually stepped in the market today, is that right?
Yeah, we're not sure about this. The breaking news at the moment is that I've heard from the kind of developers and municipality who told me that he thinks that it's being blocked. I contacted Facebook, who didn't deny it, but didn't it. So it's stupid because you would think that this sort of tool would be useful to us. Fake news is really embarrassing. Asked a lot of questions and suggested that it really doesn't spread whatever it is.
And obviously this has become a big thing because people might be concerned about this.
Yes, there's been a lot of speculation around how much money is spent into social media. I mean, these articles say that us found three ones generating more engagement around this time and post. So, you know, this is powerful force of people are reading and sharing it. So it's time to really become this
You're listening to the BBC World Service. Still to come on the newsroom. Question one is
Yes, I've decided to holiday, stop racing here. I'm just following my heart, just did once, so my heart is telling me to do this, and it just feels completely right.
Let's do it.
Yes, this is the real news. The Gambia's autocratic president, Yahya Jammeh, has been defeated in Thursday's election after more than 20 years of power. The infamous gate to Dachau concentration camp in Germany, which was stolen 2 years ago, appears to have been found in Norway. And one of Mongolia's top rat puppies has been home after allegedly being attacked by a Russian diplomat.
The United Nations is warning that more than 100,000 people, most often children, are at risk of starving to death next year in northeast Nigeria if they don't receive urgent humanitarian aid. It describes famine-like conditions in the areas worst affected by the Boko Haram insurgency. It's been estimated that thousands of children have already died of hunger. Our correspondent Martin Patience reports from Maiduguri, a city in the central provinces.
Some
didn't eat for 3 days straight. And then another mother with a 1-month-old baby tells me how she has to send her other children out onto the streets to beg for food. Starvation and hunting is a part of village. For years, farmers have been unable to plant crops because of the climate, and not enough humanitarian assistance has arrived.
Women, they were all just busy putting their hands to their mouth there, showing me that they were hungry. We're at one of the camps and they're handing out food to families. And that white ticket, when they finally get to the front of the queue, we'll get them a bag of rice, a couple of bars of soap, some cooking oil.
Outside of the camp there meets a woman who doesn't want to be named, fearing she'll be punished by the guards for speaking. And what else do you eat?
Idan lokacin da abinci ya ƙare ana sometimes they just boil leaves and add salt to it and then they eat them.
How often are they eating leaves?
Kullum ba sai abincin ya ƙare. It's when they don't have food that they eat the leaves.
And is some of the food going missing?
Gaskiya ba wa'anda suke ba mu yan sema chips and things we have treat them with
What's astonishing about this crisis is that after surviving Boko Haram, who could have thought that it would get any worse for the people here? But it has. It's estimated that thousands of children have already died of hunger. And after years of conflict, the fear is that more people could actually die from starvation than killed by the
In a move that took most people by surprise just days after German F1 driver Nico Rosberg claimed his first world title, he's given it all up and retired. The season had been dominated by fierce rivalry with fellow Mercedes teammate and three-times champion Lewis Hamilton. Today, Rosberg said that following in the footsteps of his father Nico, who was world champion in 1982, had been special for him, and that he'd now achieved his title. Our sports correspondent Andy Swiss reports on a surprising result.
Just 5 days ago, he reached the pinnacle of his career. Today, he announced he was ending it. I have climbed my mountain, Nico Rosberg said in a statement. I am on the peak, so this feels right. Rosberg added that the intensity of the past season had had an impact on his family, and that in October he began to think about ending his career should he win the title. He said he made his final decision the day after clinching the championship in Abu Dhabi. In a message to his fans, he explained his reasons.
I really gave it everything I had and leave stone unturned. And I'm not willing to do that again for next year. And so yeah, so I've decided to call it a day. Stop racing here. Just following my heart. You know, you just live once. So my heart is telling me to do this, and it just feels completely right.
Rosberg's decision has come as a shock. At just 31, he seemed in the prime of his career, but this season's tense and often bitter rivalry with his teammate Lewis Hamilton seems to have taken its toll. Rosberg said he was now looking forward to being a husband and a father to his baby daughter. But the career of one of sport's fastest men has reached a very sudden ending.
That was our sports correspondent Andy Swiss. Now Stuart has some of the other stories from our news desk.
German police say they believe a notorious iron getting stolen 2 years ago from the Nazi concentration camp at Dachau has been found in Norway. They say a gate bearing the infamous slogan "Work sets you free" has been found by police in the city of Bergen. A court in Nigeria has ordered the release of the leader of the country's main Shia Muslim group. After nearly a year in jail, a federal high court said that Ibrahim Zakzaki and his wife should be freed within 45 days and compensated for unlawful detention. Disabled people from across Greece have been protesting in Athens against tough austerity measures imposed by protesters in wheelchairs carried whilst those with hearing impairment wore white gloves and used sign language to join chants of anti-government slogans.
Chaucer, Dickens and Thomas Hardy are just some of the many figures stones dedicated to them,